My sister, I am very, very excited to be with you today. Oh my God. Now, the Ghana match just ended a few minutes ago. Ghana won, Ethiopia won. Of course, so many people are not happy about the performance of the Ghanaian team. I'm talking about the Blakk Stars. At a point, I was wondering if they truly meant to win the game. Whatever it is, oh my God, have mercy, it's a drawn game. And the Blakk Stars are still in the race. All the best to the best. Oh my God, have mercy. This is the Black Port, aka Kuku Shudem, where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, hear me now. In this segment, we normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we will criticize only to build and not to destroy. My brother, my sister, it is all about the development of our people, our continent, our land. It is all in the service of God and country. This is the Black Port, aka Kukushonomo, Thursday edition. This is the 11th of November 2021, and I'm most excited to be with you. All right, so I'm taking the very first reading, oh my God, from Graphic Online, is the national communicator, and it says President Akufo-Addo starts much deserved leave on November 13, and this is coming from the presidency. I read, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will on Saturday, November 13, 2021 proceed on a 7-day leave of absence. The presidency has disclosed. He's expected to resume on Saturday, November 20, 2021. This was announced today by the Director of Communications at the presidency, Mr. Eugene Ahin, at a press briefing in Accra. Mr. Ahin also disclosed that during his leave, President Akufo-Addo would adjudicate a debate in the French Parliament on November 19, 2021. In his absence, Vice President Mahmoudou Bawumia will act as president. President Akufo-Addo will from Saturday 13th November to Saturday 20th November take a much deserved, long overdue 7-day leave of absence, during which he has also accepted an invitation to preside over the panel that will adjudicate a debate in the French Parliament on the trial of progress on the 19th of November, Mr. Ahin said. So, Eugene Ahin is the Director of Communications at the presidency. I hope you all remember him. This is the guy whose wife dragged him to the court and, in fact, enumerated, listed a number of property that this guy has had in a twinkle of an eye. From when he was selling pampers on the streets and knocking from door to door, encouraging people to buy baby pampers and the rest. He is now an owner of waterfront mansions, according to his wife, a fleet of cars, a barbering shop, and many more. In fact, when you look at the lives of some politicians, you don't see why you should work hard. If you look at the lives of some politicians, my brother, my sister, you might think that there's no need to go to school at all. Illiterate politicians are making money. Abronya and his people, all they do is to come and sit on radio, make a hell of noise, laced in total illiteracy and ignorance, bring out the most hellish noises. At the end of the day, they get a pat on the shoulder or 2 pats on the shoulder, sometimes an umpteen number of pats on the shoulder, for talking with total illiteracy and ignorance. My brother, my sister, in this country, we pay people to talk and not to think. We have said it time and again. We now sound like a broken record. My brother, my sister, Eugene Ahin is one of the success stories of politics. From grace from grass to grace. Because if a man was selling pampers with all his experience and all his knowledge and all his hard work, he wasn't able to make ends meet, that he jumps onto the bandwagon of politics, and now, like a magic wand, all he needs to do now is to shout abracadabra, and waterfront mansions are springing up. It's like he has a genie, and all he needs to do is to tell the genie, I want this and I want that. Kun fayakun. As soon as you say it, it is done. Why would I go to school and rack my brains when I can get a magic wand, or when I can possess a genie that will spit out anything I want? My brother, my sister, politics in Ghana is not attractive and is not a good yardstick for the morality of the youth. That is why a lot of people are going on strike. University lecturers are going on strike again. Hospital workers are fed up. Teachers have long died. Mortuary workers want to be even corpses themselves. Because you live in a country where you are told that hard work pays. Yet, my brother, my sister, you look at some people, the so-called aristocrats, the so-called bourgeoisies. In fact, all they need is a magic wand. And anytime they raise it and point it like the Moses rod, the Red Sea of wealth opens. And then they go through it with no scratch, let alone getting hurt in one of the hairs of their head. Somebody won't understand this till he smokes in Tampi tonight. Hear me now, my brother. Eugene is the director of communications. I do not envy him. I don't even know him. I have never met him. And I am not in a hurry to meet him. He held a press conference according to this report, and he said that the president is going on a 7-day leave, and he described the leave as long overdue, much deserved. I don't know where the information minister is. I think he's getting smarter. Now he has decided to push a lot of these funny announcements to some of these guys who are in a hurry to be in the spotlight. He's a smart guy. Push them out. Let them make all the mistakes. Then when it matters most, you show your face and then you get all the applause. My brother, all this long introduction ends here. The president's leave is much deserved, long overdue. Why does he deserve a leave? A man who is always on leave, he sleeps night and day. That's enough leave. Why are you insulting us? This president sleeps unprovoked. In my days in school, if you were caught sleeping when you should be working, you would do groundswork. Or more humiliatingly, yes, more humiliating, my brother, my sister, you would be asked to stand and face the blackboard. And you become the ridicule of the class. So humiliatingly. Mr. President, who is supposed to be working, is caught sleeping night and day. Mr. President is flying private jets that are luxurious, that the Queen of England herself would shiver to sit in those private jets. Mr. President is sitting in private jets and served with executively exotic foods that the President of America, Sleepy Joe, would panic. In fact, the people of America would be angry if their president sat in such an exotic private jet. But our president sits in that, and that is not enough leave. Hear me. What do you mean by much deserved? The man is sleeping when he should be working. The man has the luxury that his great-grandfather never had. Even his father never had that kind of luxury. He sits in a private jet, eats executively exotic food, British food, American food, all the foods he read about when he was a little boy and fantasized about. Now he must bring that into total manifestation, into reality. He must eat them. He fantasized that his father was president, and therefore, by hook or crook, he would have to be president. So he went on a lying spree. In fact, he was crowned the king of lies just recently. A man who tells you one thing and means the other is nothing but a hopeless liar. And you tell me that this man deserves a leave. What do you mean by a leave? It's almost like saying rest. Where is rest when there is no work? Rest is totally useless and does not make sense where there is no work. Show me the work done. Anytime I come around to see who is working, Mr. President is fast asleep and snoring, disturbing other people in conferences with his deep, ugly snoring. Embarrassing us. My brother, my sister, night and day. Then Eugene, former Pampers seller, now the owner of waterfront mansions and a fleet of exotic cars, comes to tell me that the president I employed to take care of us as a people deserves a certain leave, and that it is long overdue. To God be the glory. Posterity will judge us so harshly, and we are looking, we've opened our eyes and watching them from the corner of our eyes night and day. Politicians have proven to us that the fastest way to make money in this country is not Sakawa. Neither is it at the pulpit. It's right there in the political doldrums. My brother, my sister, having said this, Mr. President, you have always been on leave. This official leave is a shameful leave. Go and keep sleeping. It's a shameful leave. Go and keep sleeping. After all, you've been sleeping. Soldiers stand sentry. Police stand sentry. Whether there is earthquake or tsunami, they are standing and saluting the flag. They deserve leave. Teachers teach in the worst of conditions in this country. I respect teachers. In fact, sometimes when I look at teachers in Ghana, I shed tears, and God knows that I do. Some of them are the only teachers in their families. Very poor family. Father and mother have been able to educate somebody to the level of a teacher and posted to a locality where there's no water, where they share water with the animals and the worms, where there is no electricity, and where the classroom has no roof. It is an open air classroom with 4 rotten walls standing to fall on the students and pupils and teacher anytime. They go and their salaries delay night and day. When they ask for an increase, they are insulted and told that you have chosen to be poor. You have no right to be a millionaire. It hurts. University teachers are told that their colleagues left and they decided to become special prosecutors because their salaries at the university could not even buy a bicycle. Yet your president, arrogant and honor-loving president, would sit in a private jet, eat all the executively exotic foods, watch all the Chinese movies, even though he doesn't understand a word when they speak Chinese, and fly all over the world in his oversized suit and his Lilliputian character goes around, you tell me that he deserves a leave? It's an insult to my grandfather who is on the farm night and day and nobody recognizes him and he has no leave. Jesus have mercy. It's an insult, my brother, my sister, to the teacher who has to walk through the river and walk all the way drinking water that will give him or her guinea worm. It's an insult to the police who work night and day chasing armed robbers who hold 45s, Tech 9s, and very, very sophisticated weapons, yet they have to chase them with what they have. Sometimes I look at Ghana police and my belly churns. Young men and young women, most of who would never have been police, had need not been the joblessness, the unemployment that we have in this country. Bring all police people in Ghana, have a way of detecting which one of them truly joined the police for the love of police. If you get 1%, you have done well. 99% of the police in Ghana, you will be shocked, my brother, my sister, joined the police because there was no job. My brother, if you become a policeman by default, would you be able to give up your best? Look at the conditions under which police people serve. Recently, I was at the Central Police Station, and when you look at their rooms, just last week, I think, was it this week? Yeah, this week, Monday. You see satellite dishes that are rusting up. You would think that CNN, whenever they get old satellite dishes and they don't have any use for them, they bring them there and they put them all over. You look at them and you're like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Why? In some countries, policemen and police women have honor and respect. In our country, police people are errand boys. Police people are only supposed to watch whilst Honorable is stealing money and parks the money in his car boot, and the policeman always says yes sir. He doesn't say anything more apart from yes sir. Go and do this, he's gone. Go and do that, hey, go and do that. Sitting in the mosquitoes whilst Honorable is in there with stolen money, eating all the food that he can find. Most of the time, the policeman gets nothing. There is no how many so-called honorables, whilst they are eating, would invite the policeman who is protecting their life to come and be part of the supper or the dinner. How many? How many? Yet these are the people who take care of you night and day. These are the people who risk their lives. These are the people who go on retirement with nothing. Yet your sleepy president says he deserves a leave. Says he deserves a long overdue leave. And interestingly, when you read it, it says, oh, he's supposed to return on the 20th, but on the 19th, he will be flying to France to join in a certain blah, 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 blah. Oh, when it comes to flying, the leave will end right now. Because he's a master flyer. His biggest hobby is flying and eating exotic foods. So even if he's on leave and they say, hey, flying, hey, car, he's on it. So he can watch Jet Li again, the latest movie of Jet Li. As for Bruce Lee, he has finished watching all of them. Old. Jet Li, brand new. Watch. Yet Kuma Wood is dying. And dumb Deputy Arts and Tourism Minister would say that, oh, you see, our careers, musicians and all those people, the creative arts, it's rather your careers that are dying and not the industry. When your president is busily watching Jet Li, your president is watching Schwarzenegger, your president is wearing oversized suit with a pot belly, running around, Lilliputting himself all over the world. How can you sell Ghana? Can you sell Ghana with slangs? Can you sell Ghana with exotic food? Can you sell Ghana with Jet Li and Schwarzenegger? Kuma Wood is long dead. Musicians are right on every radio station. Actors are on every radio station begging for pittance, true or false. Eye problems, heart problems. Somebody says, oh, I need a house. Somebody says, I just need a nika grinding meal so that my life will be complete. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Hallelujah. Hey! An actor, a renowned actor, all he came into this world for was for a nika grinding meal. That's Akpache. William Adu. Recently he went blind. He said if somebody can donate a grinding meal to him, his life on earth will be fulfilled. Jesus, have mercy. And you tell me that the industry is thriving. It's just the individual careers that are dead. And you expect me not to be offended because you are God. Aside that, funeral tourism. Listen. And these are the people who are supposed to be dealing with all these people who are running from radio station to radio station. Right now, if you say you are even a musician, people laugh at you. How much do you make? Musicians are nothing but beggars. You are an actor, so what? The only way you can make money is to align yourself with a certain rich man so that you become a yes man or a yes woman so you can have something in your pocket, true or false. Recently, a friend of mine told me, hey, Blakk Rasta, you know what? The secret now is simple. Be friends with this person, be friends with that person, be friends with that person, you know? And that's it. Anytime you are broke, you challenge, just go visit them, they will give you money. That's what all the other guys are doing. All the so-called big guys. That's what they are just saying. God have mercy. I was not born to do this. My destiny must not be in yes manism. Should I repeat it? My destiny should not be in yes manism. Boot licking. Dog loyalty. Hallelujah to the bongo clippings. May your loyalty be the loyalty to the Most High. May your destiny never be in the hands of people who will puppet you like puppet masters. Funeral tourism. Whilst people are crying and mourning, thinking about their dead, what the dead left behind, their responsibilities, the school fees that cannot be paid anymore, and all the bad things that death would come with. You want to use that to bring in tourists. Are you a sadist? Are you a tourist or a sadist? And that is what tourism ministry with a chunk of ignoramuses, a chunk of sadists are sitting down there, and this is all they can, because their belly is full, so they can't think, and they push dump of Okreku Mante to come out and make noise because he's a noise maker. Look, like I said a few months back, we shall torment them until they run out. We will torment them until they do the right thing. And I'm so good at that. When I open fire, it never ends until there is a solution. That's what is supposed to be done. It's all in the service of the country. It's all in the service of God. Funeral tourism. December, everybody would have to come with a certain kind of vaccination card before they attend some... have you been able to even vaccinate 0.5%? 0.5% of the populace? Your president is still going around begging for vaccines. And you come out, dump ministry. Dump people all over the place. Because England is doing it. and some parts of America, yes, they want to be seen to be doing something, pretending to be doing something. In December, all the shows that are going to happen, all the concerts, people would have to show vaccination cards. How many people have you vaccinated? Have you been able to even vaccinate 0.5% of the population? Leave the human right aspect even out for now. How many people have you vaccinated? And these are the people who are supposed to help turn this country around. That's it. My brother, my sister, the president is a sleepy dent. The president is not, in fact, a loyal person to this country. My brother, my sister, and when we look at it, it is most unfortunate. He will cut his leave by one day and fly to France, according to this report, to go and have a debate and slang. On his way to France, he would wear an oversized suit. He wouldn't wear any Ghanaian fabric because he looks best in an oversized suit. He sits in a plane where he's worshipped. Maybe Sewa Bruni or Zida Kosua Bruni would be in the if a corner taking selfies. What a shame. What a shame. You've been on leave from when you started, sleeping night and day. Then you come and tell me you are going on leave. To God be the glory. We leave it here. My brother, my sister, many more things we got to look at. So we will not spend too much time here. I'm reading this from City Newsroom, and it's quite interesting. Listen to this. 600 million American dollars needed to construct first phase of Keta Port. And this is a transport minister. I don't know him. Let me read. He says, the Minister of Transport, Kweku Ofori Esiama, says it will cost 600 million American dollars to construct the first phase of the proposed Keta Port. The Keta Harbor project was one of President Akufo-Addo's campaign promises to the people of Keta, which is to heighten economic activities in the area. The appointment of Dr. Alexander Yao Edusei as the director of the Keta Port. Oh my God. Director of the Keta Port. When there was nothing to show on the site, was heavily criticized a year ago. Look, you all remember, my brother, my sister, when the president said Mahama is so good at building because he starts from the roof before he thinks about the foundation. You all remember? And you all remember, my brother, my sister, how he also talked about the Commander Sugar Factory. That was when he said Mahama builds from the roof before he thinks about the foundation. It means senseless, no planning, right? Do you agree with me? Nanado, our president, His Excellency, has decided to promise the people of Keta. And the people of Keta that he's promising, my brother, my sister, he told them, my brother, my sister, that when you vote me into power, I will deal with your sea defense wall. 6 years down the line, or is it 5 years down the line? Yes, 5 years down the line. First tenure of office gone. Second tenure has started. And nothing has been done. There are floods in Keta. Ha! The Keta Harbor project was one of the president's campaign promises to the people of Keta. The Keta Harbor has not been tackled yet, but there's a CEO. There is a CEO for a Keta Harbor project which has not been initiated yet. All they have is a signboard sitting on some piece of land. That's the harbor. How about the defense wall? which is probably supposed to be part of the harbor, right now is causing flood all over the area. And people are losing their property, and so on and so forth. Now we heard President Kufuor say, oh, in fact, Mahama squandered the money. NDC squandered the money that was supposed to be used for the Qatar Sea Defense Wall. Yes, that's why we kicked Mahama out and brought in a man who will fulfill his promise. Little did we know that we were dealing with a liar. Little did we know that we were dealing with a man who will say one thing and mean another. Little did we know that we were dealing with a man whose fantasy was flying in the air and eating all kinds of British food. Little did we know that we were dealing with a man, my brother, my sister, whose interest is in slangs. Look at it. 600 million American dollars. Flooding in the area. The harbor has not been done. You gave them a promise. Same promise you gave to the people of Cape Coast. Only for you to go back and tell them, oh, it was a mistake. There's already a harbor in Elmina and one in Takrady, so it will be senseless to build another one in Cape Coast. When you were making that promise, were you sitting on your brains? Or were you thinking from your behind? I want to know. I want to know. When you were promising the people that fuel prices will come down, and how you were not happy that fuel prices were skyrocketing. Today, you have been exposed as a wicked president. Neighboring countries, Togo, Benin, and all other countries, their fuel is cheaper. And Ghanaians are smuggling fuel according to your oil boss, Mustafa Hamid. Smuggling it from other countries through Aflao into Ghana to sell for cheap. And you are crying that you are not getting revenue from your hikes in fuel prices. Jesus have mercy. So they need 600 million American dollars to deal with the Qatar Harbor project. They haven't started. They don't even have the money, but they have a CEO who was paid from the time that they started campaigning up till now. There's a CEO over nothing. What is he overseeing? You see corruption? And when Catholic bishops come to tell you that you are a wicked president who is using your power irresponsibly, you get hurt. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nana Akufo-Addo, the president, said he was going to build a Qatar harbor. And that will probably help with the sea defense wall that is causing so much havoc right now. He hasn't started it, but he has a CEO who is being paid every month. Why? Is this not wastage? And when the Catholic bishops talk about it, wanton display of power irresponsibly, you get angry that they don't have facts. What other facts do you need? You are building a cathedral, and I hear them saying, oh, the cathedral, I hear a Catholic, see a bishop too, Palmer Buckle. It's a man I respect so much. He said, yes, unless he was misquoted. What I read was that Palmer Buckle said, I respect that man, that even in the midst of hardship, Moses still built a cathedral for God or a temple for God. If he truly said that, it's a disgrace. You are a man of honor. People love and respect you. If you truly said that, it's time to apologize. You know the Bible more than me. You are a bishop. I am not. You are a clergyman. I am not. At the time Moses was building that cathedral, God made sure that manna was falling from the sky so they would eat free food. Has Nana Addo provided one morsel of tozafi for anybody in Ghana? At the time that Moses was building that temple, the population of the Israelites was only 647,000 people. 500,000. Just a little over 500,000. At the time that Moses was building that, manna was raining from heaven. At that time, even the Israelites had a choice. They were tired of eating manna, and now they wanted chicken. What did God do? He made the wind blow the chicken to them. The bears were falling and they were eating nyafu, nyafu, nyafu. At the time Moses built that temple, remember, and you must know this, that everything the Israelites asked for, God made it available. If it was water they wanted, he gave to them. At the time Moses built that temple, Moses had rescued the people from the iron hands of the Egyptians. What has Nana Addo rescued us from? Where is the manna Nana Addo is raining from heaven? Did Nana Addo divide the Red Sea into two? Does Nana Addo have a rod that can point at a rock and water will start gushing out? There are places that don't still have water in Ghana. So when you make such a comparison, it's so topical, so deliberately ignorant, and it's painful. You're giving a Lilliputian with a pot belly the room to continue misbehaving. That cathedral, Satan himself won't come into it. God, the same Bible. Look how he was killing the Israelites for misbehaving and for being ungrateful. The ground would open and swallow them. Those who were unnecessarily asking God for things, he killed them. Basa, basa, basa. Read it from the book of Exodus, from the book of Numbers, and so on. The Pentateuch. He was killing them like mosquitoes. He was sending them to war. That was what he was doing. Nana Addo is building a cathedral. And that cathedral he's building, my brother, my sister, is being endorsed by people who have no respect for human suffering. Let manna start falling from heaven. Let the rock start gushing out water for us to drink clean water. And let there be chicken for every Ghanaian. Then we can allow him to build even tenfold of that cathedral. Jesus have mercy. Common sense. When the Israelites built that cathedral, there was free chicken. Free chicken. When lockdown came and they even pretended that they were giving free food, people had to show party cards. Party cards. When chicken was falling for the Israelites to eat, when manna was falling from heaven for the Israelites to eat, they did not need a party card. They ate for free. They chewed chicken for free. They drank clean water for free. The priests were even giving free goat meat and beef and wine to drink. Read the Bible properly. I have read the Bible from cover to cover more than 10 times. I'm telling you. So when people talk about the Bible, I look at it, I'm like, oh Jesus, is it deliberate or what? I leave it here. Next thing I want to look at, my brother, is Keta people. Let me just conclude on you. Put pressure on the president. Put pressure. Go on a demonstration. Just talk to the police and follow the procedure. Hit the road. They are scared of demonstrations. You heard what that minister said. Demonstrations don't build roads. Such arrogant talk. Some of them, they talk as if they think from their behind. Yesterday I said it. Ochehini, 2014, he was demonstrating against Mahama for better roads, and we all supported him. Roads were bad. Mahama build a road, oh Masa. Even the road to Pasingpe, the village around his village. So bad. Fix it, fix it. Jairof, no fix road. Mahama came to tell us that he was a dead goat. No matter how long your knife was, waving it at a dead goat was useless. The moment Mahama made that speech, I said, this is the end of a good man. You are finished. Now he has gone back and he has realized that no, he had toyed with the grace that he received. I pray and believe that he is repentant enough to come back and take that grace and leave a good legacy. It's all about the legacy now. It's about legacy. It's not about the presidency. Legacy. What are you leaving behind? When you are out there and gone or old and cannot even lift a finger, what are people going to be saying about you? Will people come to you and say, oh, because of this man, I got free University of Education. Oh, because of this man, now I have so much water flowing in my garden. Oh, because of this man, now I have become an international figure with the rest of my village. That is a legacy. Get up, people. Move out on the streets. Get permission from the police. Hit it very hard. When you are having that demonstration, call me. I will come with members of MAD, Movement Against Disorder, and we shall be part of the numbers. That was what our flower chief did. Togbi Afiti. And that is what is happening. If he hadn't spoken, they would not make that promise to him that by February they will come and deal. But I don't believe this man's promises even. He cut sword more than he lays bricks. Hallelujah. Blakk Rasta, say it again. I am saying that this president cut sword more than laying bricks. And I've said it. I can also cut sword. I can do it. Just give me a shovel. In fact, I can cut sword, 1 million swords in 1 minute. It means nothing. I leave it here. I'm going to tackle the next thing, my brother. And this is interesting. And I need you to follow me on this. Oh my God. We have things. We have things. We have things. I'm reading this from my Joy Online. And it says, criticisms of government should be based on facts, devoid of propaganda. And this is coming from the presidency, where Eugene Ayin is the communications director. I read. The director of communications at the presidency says government welcomes criticisms of its work, but assessments should be based on facts. At a press briefing on Thursday, that's today, Eugene Ayin said any assessment of government's performance should be devoid of propaganda. We believe that these criticisms should be well-founded and well-grounded in facts, as this is the only way an honest conversation devoid of malice and propaganda can be held. Did you hear that? Dog loyalists. Dog loyalists. As long as their master throws a piece of meat at them, they will defend every rot their master goes through. The day their master does not feed them, their master is the devil himself. Look at who is talking about facts. P.L.O. Lumumba, a renowned Pan-Africanist, has ruled out Nana Akufo-Addo, calling him a liar. that there's a big abyss, a big gap between what he says and what he does. Should I play it? When Togbi Afiti of Aflau gave a criticism that was totally garnished with facts, what response did he get from an arrogant, pot-bellied, oversized suit-wearing president? What response did he get? Togbi Afiti, a man of honor. Please, this building has been sitting here. It's 90% done. And it's never been completed. Please come and finish this building for me. I want my town to develop. What did Nanado say? If he's in a hurry, he should go and build it himself. He has never apologized. What other facts do you want? You are building a cathedral for the Catholics and for the clergy and for Christians. But the same clergy is criticizing you. Hey, you are giving a man food and he's telling you that, well, we like the food that you are giving to us, but look at the other hungry people around. They are more hungry than us. And you say it's not a factual criticism. It's a subjective criticism. There's nothing objective about it. Are you thinking? These are the signs of a dictator. A president who cannot take criticism is a dictator. A president who will turn a blind eye to constructive criticism, objective. Togbi told you, build it. Hey, go and build it if you are so much in a hurry. Catholics, oh yes, you are giving us a cathedral. We like it. But we think that there are so many hungry people that you need to incline an ear to. Hey, it's laden with political talk. This is propaganda. You see the arrogance? So who bribed the Catholic bishops to go and say this? What is the party color they are wearing? Do you think that they did not sit down to write their speech before they gave it out? Not one bishop has come out to say, hey, I don't agree with what the man said. They all agree. Are they all belonging to one particular party? Let us ask all the questions. Let all the questions be asked. Even NPP people are disappointed in this government. I hear it night and day. It happens with every regime that you have members who are so loyal to the country more than the party. So when the party is going off, they come out and say that, nah, we don't like it like this. We can't wait to see Nanado gone. In fact, the last prayer I prayed for him, may he sit in that private jet, fly into the skies and remain there. That is his delicacy. Stay there. Stay there till the end of life. Bath in your private jet. Eat all your executively exotic foods, and more Van Damme movies you can watch, Jet Li movies you can watch it up there, and leave us alone. And President Kufuor, who should have been a better statesman, should have come out to decry some of these things. But no, he's old, he's being fed. If he makes noise, they will not give it. He's a very vindictive president. Look at what he did to Rawlings. That Rawlings criticized him, and for that matter, he refused to give him some of the courtesies a president should have. Such a man, wicked man. Kufuor. You see his face like that, wickedness from head to the bottom. I used to salute him and love him and do everything. I still love him though. I don't hate anyone. But that's a wicked face. When Rawlings said it, we couldn't believe it. Until recently, he was interviewed by Bolare also, and he said, oh yes, you know, when we were trying to fix the country, he was going around criticizing us unnecessarily, and for that matter, we decided to cut out all courtesies to him. official courtesies to an ex-president. You cut all of them out to the point that his wife is even sick. You ask him to write a letter and bring it to you, so you will sit and look at it. An emergency. Yet you and your family, you fly out night and day. Finance minister had COVID-19. He flew out of the country and asked Ghanaians to pray for him. Why don't you go to the cathedral? The cathedral that you love so much. Go and pray there. Who should pray for you? Any simpleton in this government who is sick runs out there. A government of simpletons. My brother, my sister, and it's so terrible. Rawlings hated Kufuor until he died. In fact, Rawlings' dead body that was lying down there when Kufuor came in his wheelchair trying to give his last respect, if Rawlings had the last wish, you get up and slap him. Pow! For all you did to this man. You never apologized to him. When Bolare asked him, did you regret doing this? He said no. Even in his old age. Kufuor said no. That's what he said. Wicked man. Politicians, they are so wicked. Yet when he died, you came around to show what respect. The man was alive. The respects and courtesies that were supposed to go to him, Kufuor, you didn't do it. Because he criticized you and your government. That's the reason. Hey, something says I should play that tape. You heard it several times on the show. And courtesy Bolare, who went to the house of the ex-president and asked him, did you really do that to Rawlings? He said, yes, I did it. Because he was overly criticizing me and my government. I said, really? But now that you guys are a little close, have you regretted this? He said, no. Regret what? I don't regret anything. And he dies. You are in your wheelchair going around and saying what prayer? I'm sure he was saying that. Say we wu. Shene nimbi. Frijato. Say we wu. Sheno. Una na wo say ayede no. Shene nimbi. The wickedness must stop. Let's speak truth to power. We all will go one day. There's no need for hatred. Our love should be love for Ghana. Our love should be for each other. When we criticize each other, let's criticize with love. And let's learn to take criticism. Some people can't. Some people even want to kill you because you have criticized them. Well, I wanted to end on another note, but it looks like I have to end on this note. My name is Blakk Rasta, in the service of God and country. As I keep saying, I am not always right. Sometimes I'm wrong. But the most important thing that I can pride myself in is the fact that I always try to be as honest as I can. I always try to be as objective as I can, devoid of any favor. To God be the glory. It's been the Black Pot, aka Kukushunomo Mapon.
Up, in mighty way.